So, good evening, July. How are you over there in New Zealand?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for inviting me today.
I'm so excited to have you. I don't think we've done an interview with anyone in New Zealand. Which part of New Zealand are you in?
I'm in Cobra right now. Yeah, it's in the South Island, close to the mountains and the beach, and it's a very small town, but it's very beautiful, very touristic. Yeah, and I love it.
I think I've been through Kaikoura. Is that where the seals are? Are there seals there on the?
Yeah, yeah, it's and the whales and dolphins. Yeah,
So, it's quite likely that this whole book has been downloaded with the mind of a dolphin. I think the skills, it feels like that.
yeah, and the fish and ships and everything has been there. But
It's truly magnificent, and, yeah, I'm really looking forward because we've talked a little bit or not talked, we've been emailing a little bit, but it's really nice to actually see your face and, get to know you a bit more and to introduce the Gratitude Theory, your book, to everybody. So I'm gonna take us back a few months ago because the first thing that I knew about you was that you'd written the Life Collage series. Um, yeah, so can you maybe explain to everybody that's listening here, what led you? What part of your life were you in? Why did you start this whole process of putting pen to paper? Um, yeah.
yeah, yeah, I started since last year writing the life collage journals. Well, it was just journals. So just basically journaling with a bit of information, for example, about self-love, then a question and journaling about that. So it
Mm.
was for giving people information, then they could reply better the question or the prompt. So it was a process that I was starting last year, but it was not really a book. So the book really started one day that I was just having lunch and I was thinking about why all of this of manifestation is a bit like complex. I cannot understand very well. What is something that is in common in all laws of the universe?
Mm.
What it is in common? I know I thought about that. And I remember that I had an hypnosis session with
Mm.
the Simpson protocol. And then once the answer was crazy because it came gratitude.
Mm.
Gratitude is present in almost all the laws of the universe. It's like is gratitude. Gratitude is everywhere. Gratitude is the foundation of everything. So at the beginning, I just started writing small things. So just ideas and ideas and ideas.
Mm.
And it took me a while to put everything together because there were ideas that were mine that came from dreams. There were some part of the book, especially the quadrants of gratitude and the three stages of gratitude, that the images came through a dream. So I remember that before I had a hypnosis session, an SP session. So I had these images and I just made the images like fast in the morning. I didn't know how to transcribe, how to write down what really actually meant until I just started to figure it out and just finding the way to put that into words, which
Mm.
was another way to do it. Like I did it in a way that I had to record myself talking,
Yes.
then transcribe what I knew it,
Oh, wow.
because that was the way that I could explain. I could explain. There were not words that I could write. I have to explain it, then transcribe it and put it on the text because I couldn't find a way to explain it by writing. Like
Mm.
I tried to write, but I didn't know how to explain it. So I will find a way. So that is one of my mottos. That if I cannot do it, I will find a way or I will create one. So I will find a way. So I found the way, and the way was that.
Mm.
was that the way because that must go out.
I love that, and I think you and I were talking a little earlier about the nature of therapy or bringing a service to the world or bringing about healing, which is what therapy or a modality is. And you were saying that it's so much for the person that you're actually working with, but it's also for you. So, it's such a process, isn't it, to download healing, to then get out of the way, and then to bring the product or the book or the healing session to that person. So it sounds like you found a way to do that into writing. Yeah. Mm. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, that was yeah, because the sessions usually what we do is not for just the other person, it's for everybody.
Mm,
Like, we all get benefited in one way or another. So that is what I love, especially about the Sense of Protocol, about this, but also about everything, spirituality, everything that we do, everything
mm,
helps everyone.
mm,
Is for God, for life, for the world. Example, in my case with this book, everything has to be out
mm.
because everything already worked for me. So it was my work to put that work out that can help another person, someone else. At least one person would be amazing. So that's been my job is just to share, to give away to everybody.
I'm gonna, quote back to you one of the lines in your book, and you said, it was about enjoyment and gratitude, which I really, really liked because you've moved from first the awareness of gratitude, and then you have to get into the whole application of that, and then you come into the level of enjoyment, and that being the expression of gratitude. So I loved your quote: "Enjoy that can of tuna as if it were made, oh, in heaven. Bless it. Feel grateful for it." And that you were saying that with regards to if that's all you've got to eat, then that's all you've got to eat. So it's all about life being coming to life from a certain perspective, and in your case that you've written beautifully about that perspective being gratitude. So, blessing the can of tuna, feeling grateful for it, and really connecting with that experience and the joy of the taste, etc., etc. It's just a beautiful way of putting it, and I like it particularly because a can of tuna. It's easily available. It's not like going to see the Taj Mahal in India for your summer holidays. It's a simple thing. So, and and your history from Colombia all the way to New Zealand is quite an amazing history of just having a very strong attitude of gratitude the whole way through. So, I'd love you to just tell the readers without giving away the whole book just how you felt gratitude was part of your journey in moving from a fairly poor life or underprivileged life in Colombia all the way to where you are now. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so for me, gratitude in that example of the can of tuna is about decision. It's about deciding in the moment, okay, I have two choices. I can be miserable in this moment or I can be happy.
Mm,
That's my choice. I can decide it. You know what? No matter what, and I'm going to make of my life a misery, I decide to enjoy it. And that is what the most important things in gratitude and in life. But unfortunately, is when we get short because even if we have great things, we don't enjoy it. We usually can name the three things that we are grateful for. That is one of the practices of gratitude. But if we don't enjoy it,
mm,
we will never know that we can lose them. For me, I have water. It doesn't matter. I have water. So drink it, enjoy it. Everything is about perspective and everything requires stage. And that goes it's the same for everything. For happiness, for abundance, for health. We think that is something that is coming from to make us grateful, to finally have everything that we want. So now we can be grateful or peaceful or have love. And it's quite the opposite.
yes.
We need to put our intention, our effort, and just being present and enjoying it. decided to enjoy it. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. And we can see that many people have everything and they are still unhappy.
Yes.
So for me, that was my training. So my training aimed and also put set boundaries about that because that requires effort. It means that we shouldn't give our happiness away to everyone just because someone is unhappy. So like giving ourselves away, no. So it's
Mm.
also it's a decision. It's an intention that no matter what, I'm going to enjoy it, everything that I have now. It means I'm already alive. I have opportunities. That's for me was everything. And everything and every moment, even when I'm feeling sad or like depressed or anything, I put myself into neutrality. I ground myself, and from here, okay, July, what do you have? What we have?
Mm.
And I name it. And I talk to myself, okay, how I'm doing in my health? It's fine. Mental, I'm fine. Emotional, no, I'm doing pretty well. My hair physical, I'm doing fine. So
Mm.
what is the reason to feeling sad?
Mm.
There is no reason. So I decided and I keep myself grounded.
Mm.
Even when I'm happy also, even when I'm very happy. And that is something from especially this time, that is Christmas time,
Mm.
that when we are very happy, we tend to overgive, overshare, promising things that maybe we cannot accomplish, ignore red flags because we are happy. So Christmas time, let's buy gift for everyone. Let's spend money that we don't have because we are in that state of Christmas time of happiness, pure happiness, and we have to okay, wait, come back to the present moment, ground yourself, be neutral, and okay, see if it's the right time to
Mm.
give or to say this or to ignore your red flags or to ignore your flag to set boundaries
Mm.
and just is a decision but
Mm.
is grounding yourself always and choosing
Mm.
deciding that no matter what you keep yourself here, okay, always grounded, always thankful and peaceful
Mm. I
and
love
loving the process but it's
that.
the decision.
And actually, that's a really interesting take on gratitude. So, we know a little bit about gratitude here at Soul Advisor because our CEO previously, when Soul Advisor started, I ran it alongside her, but at the Festival of Gratitude we ran in Australia, which was beautiful, really, really beautiful. So, we've thought about gratitude from a lot of different angles within Soul Advisor. But this attitude of using that gratitude for the small, simple, beautiful things and not thinking that bigger is better is very, very important. Yeah. And I think you're really qualified to speak about that. Mm.
Yeah, yes, and it's because also in my life when I have had many things, many times I didn't feel happy. I felt normal. Like before I had the problem, I may still had the same problem. I still was feeling the same. So I thought, why am I still feeling in this way? Why I'm not feeling better? I already have the money, I have this, I have that. Why I'm still feeling the same? So what is missing? And is that the other world, forget about that. Is
Yeah.
everything is about the inner world. It's
Mm.
the inner world because if I have everything and I'm not going to appreciate it, if I'm not going to be thankful for what I have,
Mm. Mm.
there is
Mm.
nothing in the world that is going to guarantee you that you're going to be happy with the next thing.
Mm-mm. No.
There is no way.
Yeah.
There is no way if you don't train yourself to be happy and grateful now,
Yes.
nothing is going to change that. Because at the end, we live in the now. We live in the eternal present moment. Even the thing that we want, even maybe a little bit worse because it was not what we were expecting. Because we thought that, okay, I'm going to be very happy when this,
Mm.
going to be super happy when I have the partner, the dream job. And when you have it, maybe it's not what you were expecting. Now maybe more problems. Now maybe now you have to have more responsibilities, more work to do, and now maybe you're happier than before. So is everything is the present. So it's a training that no matter what happened, you are going to be happy and grateful and loving and abundant. And that is your responsibility. And nobody can take that away from you.
Yeah.
So nobody can manipulate you.
Mm.
Nobody can like be treating you in a way that like, okay, I leave you or anyway. No, because you belong to yourself.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
it.
It's actually a beautiful state of wholeness and health because, again, at Soul Advisor, our current model or the model that we work with is 7 pillars of health. So it's your connection to your body, connection to your mind, connection to your emotions, connection to your family, connection to your kinship and ancestry and culture and the place that you're in as well. And so, with all of those things, and spirit, of course. So, you know, connection is probably the same as relationship. And if you have that relationship as an internal state, like you can never determine what the other thing is going to do, which family you got born into, you can never determine, how your family's going to react. And you can't really determine, well, you can't keep control of your body. So it's about your relationship to each of those 7 things, which is if you have an attitude of gratitude with all of those, then you're healthy and you're strong and you're full. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have everything that you need. You realize that you already have everything that you need to
Mm,
have the life that you want because we have everything. That's one of the components of gratitude I am. And that is one of the most beautiful exercises really, is when you recognize your values, your skills, your strengths, and also your weaknesses. And
yeah.
writing down. So if you write down everything, our values,
Mm,
we never ever say thank you because I'm kind or because I'm funny. Like I'm very funny. Never in it. I ask many people, what the 3 things that you are grateful for? They can say my house or they can say my job, my family, this. But
mm,
usually never say it because I'm really funny. I'm very responsible. I'm very punctual. I do this very well. So that is the foundation of self-love because when you recognize who you are and what you have,
mm,
you will see that everything is there. Just pick one thing that you like the most and just keep developing. And everything that I have doing now came from that list. Came from that list because I realized that, oh my gosh, everything is there. I don't have to go and do things that I don't want to, or I don't have to believe that I'm not enough.
yes.
The famous phrase, I'm not enough. No, here on paper, it says that I have more than enough.
Yes.
I just need this to
Mm,
see it.
yeah.
So that is
Mm,
for gratitude. It's a word. And when you see it, and when you see all that list, I mean, you enjoy it. You have fun with that. So you have your health, go out, enjoy your life. So if you have your job, then enjoy it. Arrive on time. Be grateful for that job. Be grateful for that money that is paying you for your rent, for your food, for everything that you have.
mm,
So that is exercise. So instead of using the same for to complain that I don't like my job, I don't like this, you have a job. Be thankful for that job. It doesn't mean being complacent or being mediocre. No. Be thankful for you have now, yet call something better into your life. You feel like it's time to go up and to do something different. Yeah, we can do it. But it's not just complaining without doing anything. So
mm,
it's the same thing. It's just a choice. But that is the way, even when we feel negative, even when we feel like we don't want to be, we don't want to know nothing about gratitude, we don't have to sometimes, because
mm,
sometimes life can be difficult. So in that stages, that is the 3 stages of gratitude when we are in the negative state. So we start with acceptance. We just accept what is happening. And
mm,
sometimes we can spend years there, a
mm,
lot of time, because we don't want to accept. We don't want to recognize that this happened to me, that I need to forgive, that I have fears, that I
mm.
have limited beliefs.
Mm.
Sometimes we don't want to accept that, and we can get stuck. We get stuck there in that phase, and nothing happens. So it's not forcing also to be positive if we don't want to.
Mm.
Otherwise, we are going to create resistance. But at least go into neutrality. What is neutrality? I'm not super happy, but I'm not terrible.
Mm.
Just finding that way to, okay, nothing is great, but it's not that bad. It's okay. And from there, when the emotions are low, like stable, we can make decisions. We can,
Mhm.
okay, from here, what can I do? From here, what is my new life? What I want to do? And making that decision. And for that, it requires intention. Because if we don't put the intention, if we don't intentionally do it, nothing is going to happen. And that is when people, many times, they come back to acceptance. They come back to the edge. They come back to the job, previous job or career that they don't like it. They come back because it's easier. It is while having a good life, being happy
Mm.
requires intention,
Yeah.
requires effort. And it's crazy because we all want to be happy. We all want love. We all want abundance.
Yeah.
But we choose what is already there because it's easy, it's there, available, easy.
Mhm. Mm.
While the all the all the rest requires your effort and love for yourself, like deciding no more this, I want a better life.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
it's still possible.
Mm.
Just have to be very subtle. It doesn't have to be something big. We can change our life by just looking around and start seeing what is good.
Mm.
And we can see that many things are good.
Mm.
Everything is working for us.
Mm.
It's working for us. When we analyze this room, I can say that we have the computer. I can see I have my computer. It's working today.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. It could have breakdown before,
Yeah.
but no, it's here, it's working, and I have my table, is working for me. So it's been thankful. Everything is working in this moment for me. So it's seeing that and be thankful for the small things, which are the bigger things in life, really.
Mm. I love how you speak. I love the simplicity of what you're saying. Like, I love that anybody can understand what you're saying, you know? It's not like a major shift. It's just like putting on a different color glasses so that you see things differently. And you said at the very beginning of your book, when you're applying the concepts in the gratitude theory, your book, you'll be training yourself to be grateful for no reason at all. So I love that, like, it doesn't have to be tied to anything, it's just the sheer beauty of being alive, and it's hard to remember that sometimes. I know people have all kinds of choices and all kinds of stuff happening all the time and so many possibilities, and they're not getting there, and they could be this and they could be that, but the simple thing of just no reason at all is very important. Yeah, yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah. And yeah, and really, when you start applying this, when you realize you are being thankful, permanently thankful, kind of,
Permanently tha
because
Yeah.
you're just seeing, yeah, gratitude for everything. Like, oh my gosh, my cell phone. Thank you for my cell phone. Thank you for my debts.
Yeah.
Thank you for my debts because that money was given to me.
Yes, yeah, amazing.
I requested that money. That is something very important. Is that we forget. So, for example, let's talk about this. I requested that money.
Mm.
That money was given to me. Is
Amazing.
that they trusted me
Yeah.
to pay for something that I needed. So
Mm.
why now I should complain about that? I should be thankful even for the debts that I have, And in the same way, paying them with love, with gratitude,
Yeah,
instead of complaining. It means why we should complain for something that is been serving us, for the people that we have, for the jobs that we have. We apply for the job, and they were giving us that job. So let's be thankful. When we were single, now people complaining because they are single. They have their partner, they're complaining because now they have their partner.
Yeah.
So we forget everything that we have. But
Yeah.
before, our prayers.
Mm,
We
mhm.
prayed for that before. We really wanted, like, God, please give me this.
Yeah.
Now you now we have it, now we don't want it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why to give us?
It's a very unhappy ride, isn't
That is the message that we are also to
it?
life. That's the message that we are giving to the universe, to everything.
Mhm.
So what is what we are giving to life? Because that's why when we talk about sometimes manifestation and people say, "Ah, that is it means what we are giving really to life."
Mm. Mm.
Because if we cannot appreciate what we have now, we request it, we ask for it, and now we are happy.
Mm. Mhm.
What is the point of that? That is also important. And also now that Christmas is coming, it's been open to receive. It's been
Yeah.
open to accept what life is giving us.
Mhm.
Because sometimes we it's fun because we ask for things, but then we are not open to receive it.
Mm.
We if we receive a gift, let's enjoy that gift. Let's receive it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
But instead of complaining or selling on eBay or just giving away, no, let's enjoy that. Let's be open to life.
Mm.
Let's enjoy what we have because in that way we become open to
Yeah.
life, open to the world, open to receive.
Well, as you said, it allows.
In all the greatness that we are asking. It means if we are asking, then let's be open and let's be thankful for the things that we receive, that we asked before. Let's be grateful for that. So
Mm.
we can be also open to receive more
Mm.
in life.
Yeah, beautiful. And you were talking about in your book how that leads to the emergence of a joyful, abundant, peaceful self version of you. Like if you surround yourself with judgment and contraction and dissatisfaction, then guess what happens next? I'm wondering just if Nut or Justine, you'd like to add any comments or ask any questions or anything along the way here?
Oh, it all sounds really good.
Have you two talked about this before, Justine and July? Have you had conversations?
I don't actually know if we have had conversations about gratitude. Have we, July? Because usually we're quite busy doing stuff when we've caught up. But yeah, we definitely will.
Mhm. Great. Yeah. And it's not been the best recording because of the sound quality, but that your book is just so digestible and easy to read. And I'm highly encouraging anybody to get it because it's not expensive and it's like having a therapist in the room that you can keep turning to, and it just keeps bringing you back to the reality of gratitude and how you can change your life around. And I really love your collage books. They're just so beautiful and so engaging, and it just keeps encouraging you to keep thinking and participating in your own betterment. It's really, really nice.
So when you were talking about being thankful for the tuna, I actually love tuna. It's such a good analogy because, like you said, it's appreciating what you've got instead of um, not focusing on what you don't have, right?
Mm, totally. We have a beautiful practice in my yoga, in my Japanese yoga, where we take every mouthful 50 chews, and we close our eyes and we taste everything there is to taste in that mouthful, and we remember that that tuna came from a fish out in the ocean swimming who's given its life, my goodness. And then somebody working in the can factory in this case, who's put that in, and the aluminium that was taken from the Mother Earth, and all of those things. And you start to feel very humble and very shamed almost. Maybe that's not the right word, but very humble that we've been given so much to be alive. Yeah. 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 So, July, is there anything else that you really feel you need to get across before we wind up here? What other?
I think that one of the most important really is that life is to be enjoyed.
Hmm.
Life is to have fun. We didn't come here to suffer, to cry, to look for drama, to complain about everything. That doesn't worth the effort. We came here to create, to live this life. We live in amazing, amazing place in this beautiful world. We're in paradise. We're already in heaven. We came here is to live, to enjoy, to have fun. And that is the purpose of gratitude. We just need is to see it. It's to see it. It takes 1 second. It's just see it and then appreciate for anything that you have at the moment on your table. Say thank you for anything that you have in this moment on your table and enjoy it and enjoy your life. Because at the end, that is what we're going to take back home. When we die, that all those moments, everything that we did is what we're bringing back. It's nothing else really. So why not having fun? That is the purpose of this, is to enjoy, to have fun, to not wait for anything, not for anyone. Don't wait for anyone. If someone wants to join you, wonderful, great, welcome. If not, it's okay. You're still happy. You're still loving, you're still abundant, you're chilling. It's great. So let's don't wait for anything. Let's just take a second. It's one decision, and that's it. That is it. That is all anything. That's anything that you need.
Thank you for saying it so clearly and with so much heart and so strongly out there into the universe. And my little prayer is that lots of people get to hear this and hear your intention, feel your intention, and to move into a beautiful state of gratitude, because there is no other way to live. We all need to go there now. There really isn't. And you've really contributed something beautiful with this book. I thank you from our community to you. Really, really thank you. And may good things happen to you. A lot of good things as you move through life.
I receive everything. Thank you so much. Really, really, really thank you. I think that are the two words that I say the most. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All the time is thank you. Thank you. Even the other day, my mind said, I love you. And I say, thank you. That was not good, but that is the way that yeah. That is the way to live, I think.
And mean it. Know that you can keep growing that capacity to have thanks in your heart, really. You can keep growing that capacity, and it's infinite, the amount of thankfulness you can have. Yeah. So as you say, that's what we're bringing home, and that's your message to the world. And thank you so much for being on this call tonight in New Zealand, all the way from Kaikoura. And and spreading your word to me in Australia and Nush in Cambodia. And thank you, Justine, for tuning in as well. And happy Christmas, everybody. And let's share this out there so everybody comes into right relationship. Yeah. Thank you.